Welcome to the Hollywood Secrets Information. In this video, we are diving deep into the darker side of fame and faith, exploring 17 Golden Age celebrities who didn't believe in God, rejected religion, or even openly criticized the concept of divinity. Whether driven by personal tragedies, intellectual rebellion, or shocking revelations, these legendary stars turn their backs on traditional beliefs, and the reasons may surprise you. Stick with us as we reveal the untold truth behind these icons who challenged heaven itself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more hidden Hollywood stories. 1. Katharine Hepburn. One of Hollywood's greatest actresses, Katharine Hepburn was an unapologetic atheist. She once boldly said, "I'm an atheist, and that's it." Hepburn believed religion was a crutch and ridiculed the idea of an afterlife. Her rejection stemmed from her fiercely independent mindset and intellectual upbringing, which pushed her to rely solely on herself, not on any higher power. 2. Spencer Tracy. Though often paired romantically with Hepburn on screen and off, Spencer Tracy had a tortured relationship with religion. Raised Catholic, he rejected his faith later in life due to guilt over his extramarital affair with Hepburn and the lifelong struggle over his disabled son. Tracy reportedly died without a priest or religious comfort, a bitter man wrestling with spiritual despair. 3. Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich, the German-American actress known for her seductive mystique, declared herself an agnostic and anti-religion. After witnessing the horrors of war and Nazi ideology twisted with Christianity, she became disillusioned. Dietrich considered religious belief dangerous when tied to nationalism and hatred. 4. Clark Gable. The king of Hollywood, Clark Gable, was raised Catholic but lost his faith early. The death of his wife, Carol Lombard, in a tragic plane crash shattered any belief he had in divine justice. Friends described him as quietly bitter, saying, "There's no God who'd do that." He turned instead to self-reliance and womanizing as his coping mechanism. 5. Greta Garbo. The enigmatic Greta Garbo openly rejected religion. Though baptized Lutheran, she considered spirituality a private matter and disliked organized religion's hypocrisy. Garbo believed in a cosmic force, perhaps, but not in a personal God. Her isolation and existential musings reflected her inner doubts and rejection of any divine plan. 6. James Cagney. Tough Guy star James Cagney was raised Catholic but became fiercely anti-clerical. He was angry at religious institutions that he saw as exploitative and judgmental. Cagney's brother, a priest, reportedly tried to bring him back into the fold, but Cagney once said, "Religion is a way to control people." 7. Gloria Swanson. Gloria Swanson, silent film royalty, turned away from religion after years of spiritual searching. She embraced Eastern philosophies and holistic living, but rejected the Christian idea of sin and redemption. In her memoirs, she called religion man-made fear, criticizing it as a tool to shame and control women. 8. Robert Mitchum. Robert Mitchum, known for his brooding roles and bad boy persona, often ridiculed religion in interviews. He once joked, "If God exists, he's got some explaining to do." Raised in poverty and exposed to suffering from a young age, Mitchum found more truth in hard knocks than holy books. 9. Bette Davis. While not openly atheist, Bette Davis grew increasingly cynical about God. After her daughter's tell-all book accused her of cruelty, and after several failed marriages and illnesses, Davis reportedly said, "God must be deaf." Her biographers note that she believed in fate more than faith, and trusted in willpower rather than prayer. 10. Paul Newman. Though he came a bit later than the core Golden Age, Paul Newman often voiced agnostic views. Raised without strong religious influence, he questioned the idea of a benevolent God amidst war and injustice. He once said, "I don't believe in God, I'm an atheist." His moral compass came from humanism rather than heaven. 11. Jean Harlow. The platinum blonde bombshell Jean Harlow suffered a string of personal tragedies before her early death. Her second husband's suicide and her own deteriorating health led her to reject traditional beliefs. Harlow leaned on astrology and spiritualism but dismissed Christianity, calling it a cruel fairy tale. 12. Howard Hughes. Billionaire, recluse, and aviation pioneer Howard Hughes was raised Methodist but quickly distanced himself from religion. Obsessed with control, Hughes saw God as a threat to his autonomy. He suffered from extreme OCD and paranoia, and reportedly said, "God is a myth for weak people." His godless descent into madness is legendary. 13. W.C. Fields. Comedian W.C. Fields was openly hostile toward religion, joking often about atheism. Known for his quote, "I never drink water, fish F in it," he also quipped about religion being a racket. In his final years, when found reading the Bible, he reportedly said, "I'm looking for loopholes." 14. Tallulah Bankhead. Flamboyant, scandalous, and fiercely witty, Tallulah Bankhead was openly atheist and reveled in mocking religious norms. She was a proud libertine and said, "My only regret is that I didn't have more fun." Bankhead saw religion as anti-freedom and anti-sexual expression, and she challenged it in both her lifestyle and words. 15. Montgomery Clift. Haunted by inner demons, Montgomery Clift lived a life of guilt and shame over his sexuality. Raised in a religious household, he later rejected God, believing that divine love was not possible for someone like him. After a near-fatal car crash, he spiraled deeper into self-loathing and spiritual emptiness, calling himself a sinner in a godless world. 16. Errol Flynn. The swashbuckling Errol Flynn was as irreverent in his spiritual life as he was in his personal one. He once declared himself a devil's disciple in jest, but behind that was a real contempt for religious moralism. Accused of statutory rape and known for debauchery, Flynn mocked priests and once said, "God is for suckers." 17. Charlie Chaplin. Though Chaplin's films often portrayed kindness and redemption, he himself was agnostic and at times anti-religious. He believed more in humanity than divinity. His exile from America during the Red Scare was fueled by claims that he was un-American partly because he refused to publicly align with Christian values. In private letters, he admitted he did not believe in God. And there you have it, 17 Golden Age celebrities who turned their backs on God for shocking and often tragic reasons. Whether shaped by personal trauma, deep philosophy, or rebellion against authority, their stories reveal that even icons wrestle with faith, doubt, and meaning. What do you think? Were they disillusioned truth seekers or lost souls? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this dive into Hollywood's secret spiritual battles fascinating, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more eye-opening celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.